Hey everybody, it's Fight Club Hubs here, and I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk about this past weekend at NEC Northeast Championship 17. It was quite an amazing weekend in regards to the entire Dead or Alive community, and I just wanted to touch base on a couple of things real quick. So first off, I want to talk about the whole tournament itself. Northeast Championship moving downstairs to the convention center from where it was last year, which was just in a couple of ballrooms split throughout the hotel. I actually haven't been on that convention floor in a lot of time has passed, actually. I would say the last time I was there was for my first ever tournament, which was a Dead or Alive 4 tournament run by Escaping Jail, Mr. Sean Lowe, if anybody remembers him. That was back in 2006, almost several months after the release of Dead or Alive 4, which came out at the beginning of that year, which was supposed to be a launch title for the Xbox 360, but it got pushed back. I haven't been there in so long, and I was actually surprised by how much bigger it looked, mainly because they didn't have curtains up or sections of the convention floor like cut off or anything like that. So definitely a big improvement. There was no issue in regards to space. It was very easy to find everything that you needed to go to if you were playing Soul Calibur, if you were playing Street Fighter. It was very easy to find those places. You didn't have to trample over people to get to where you needed to go. Where the vendors were, they were brilliantly placed right there at the entrance. So when you walked right past them, you can check out what they had going on. The arcade section had a lot of great fighting games. Of course, there was, Windjammers and Guru, which are a couple of games I really enjoy. There was Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, which I was trying to goat Eric into playing against me, but it just never happened. There was a pretty cool section. A guy brought some pinball games in, and I actually haven't played pinball in so long, but it was real fun to play that. Every place, it was very easy to get to where you needed to go. I just loved how big the setups were. Every major game had a stage, a stream presence, and the setups were really nice. Everybody from Arturo to Bifuteki to the MK community did a great job with their streams. It was a lot of fun to watch all the matches on the projectors. There were a lot of great matches to watch over the weekend, so there's that. And I had to say I had a great time overall at NEC 17, so shout outs to Biggie and his staff. Now I want to move on to the next thing, which was talking about the reason why I was really there was Dead or Alive, and I was so happy to be a part of this past weekend because this was possibly the best Dead or Alive tournament I have ever been a part of, ever. And I mean, I've ran I ran a whole bunch of them for like several years, so I was surprised by how great this was. We had over 80 players, several of which were international players coming from Europe and Japan and Korea. We had Gehekball, we had Soullogica, Soy, Tani, JC Akira, Terurock, to name a few. It was a lot of fun seeing these guys come in and be so energetic and alive and animated. They were totally into it. They enjoyed every minute they were there. They really felt like they were a part of our community, even though we've all known them for in person for a few days. And that also adds into another thing I want to talk about, which was the growth of the community, which is holy crap. I mean, going back to when I was running Dead or Alive 4 tournaments, I mean, Winter Brawl 1 and 2, Summer Jam 1 and 2, we averaged about 20 to 25 people each tournament, and then after that it dropped off because, well, we were hit by the CGS effect, because once CGS was canceled, a lot of the players no longer wanted to really participate because they wanted to play for big money. And for a little while, we were struggling to get people to sign up for the game for several years. It was maybe we were lucky to get 10 people to sign up, and now I'm just aghast. I mean, the last few years, I mean, we saw some good growth. We were averaging like 30 to 40 people for a major for Dead or Alive. Then it was like every NEC, these past few NECs, it's been almost 70 to 100 people signing up, and just this past year in general has been like huge for the Dead or Alive community in terms of growth. And I would say it has a lot to do with the support of places like Free Step Dodge and other Dead or Alive communities, including the groups that are on Facebook. But it also helps that we have people like Tom Lee from Team Ninja who have been backing the communities wherever he can, whenever he can, and he has been such a strong part of the growth in the past couple of years, especially with the Dead or Alive Festival and the Dead or Alive Battle Royale seasons that we've had, of which we just completed the second one. And as he mentioned in the grand finals, that there will, or after the grand finals of NEC, he said that there will be another season, so that is something amazing to look forward to. And I want to just, I know I may have said it to him a couple times over the weekend, but I just want to say it again. Thank you, Tom Lee, for your support, and everyone over at Team Ninja and Tecmo Koei for everything you do. We really appreciate it. So now getting on to the tournament itself, I just want to say that Katsu did an amazing job. He took over running the DOA tournaments a few years ago after I actually stepped down from running brackets and just became a floor manager for a little while. And he has done a phenomenal job. He's actually more in touch with who the players are in the community than I was. So, I mean, it's because we have so many new players coming in that I just couldn't keep up with them in terms of remembering names. I'm actually really bad at remembering names. Sometimes I'll see a face and I'll know the person, I just forget the name. So people who I might have accidentally called somebody else, I'm very sorry for that over the weekend. So, Katsu, you did an amazing job. All the pools, the team tournament, and the 7v7 ran flawlessly. You did an amazing job. I know you get a lot of credit for how well you do things, but I think you deserve more than what you put out, because you're just a really good guy at running these brackets. You're just really fun to be around. You're actually a very funny guy too. I love your sense of humor. Now, the pool play had so many great matches. I really enjoyed watching, the international players. Tani was a lot of fun. I loved watching Sologica. I think I might have screwed that up. His Genfu was really good. Other people, Manny coming in and just, the mind games that he can do with Ryo Hayabusa was amazing. How about players like Kalea for, repping Tina and making it into the top 8? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Tina in the top 8, which was amazing. So many other great players. I just want to give a shout out to the guy who sent me out of the pools, which was, I think his name was Jace. I forget his screen name or his nickname, but he adapted to me really quickly, and he just pretty much just bodied me and set me out of the tournament. Shout out to Gil who beat me on stream. I love that guy. I love his Ayane. I mean, we always have good battles with each other. He's such a nice person. Gil Hustle's great. B-Boy, he puts on some great matches because he's just all about the YOLO. He loves to go in and just mess with you, playing with Mai or playing with Phase 4. It's pretty much he just does anything he can to catch you off guard, whether it's a raw power blow or just constantly doing low jabs just to throw you off. He's really good at what he does. Of course, there's the brothers Sonic Fox and Mr. Quiggles who always put up who always managed to make it into the top 8, but surprisingly they didn't this year, which goes to show that we actually, again, thanks to growth of the community, had a ton of solid players come in and, managed to dethrone 2 of the top players in the community, which is a feat in itself. Then you had people like, the Ultimate Hype Master, which was Amber, Mrs. Hoodless, going at it with pretty much all she had, supporting everybody, at the top of her lungs. We had, Mr. Sorwa, Mr. Wah, who was there with his girlfriend, and they were just very supportive and helping us interact with the international players, translating, talking to them. Matt's a great friend, and I really enjoy his company. And Matt, I'm gonna come down at some point, and I will definitely check out your house and come down for a session. I promise. So, moving on to finals. After all the amazing pool play, top 8 was just holy crap. So many amazing things just happened. First off, we'll just start off with the fact that Kalia, made it really far made it up real far through losers, really blowing people out of the water, showing how well he can adapt, I think he took Tawny out of the tournament. He was just really, really good. I mean, I've always suspected Tina to be a really good character. I just never stuck with her enough, and he shows her potential, shows how good of a player he is. He did an amazing job. Excalibur Blades, once again, going through the ranks, proving why he is, even though he is so young, he is one of the elite, one of the best players in the Dead or Alive community, making it all the way through to the grand finals again. Only losing to Rakudo in both winter finals and in grand finals. Master, putting on a show all the time, giving everybody a heart attack. His match with Todoroki was really one for the ages. In fact, I would say that was, with the exception of the grand finals, the show stealer. It was such an amazing thing, especially when Todoroki is the one who sent him to losers in pool play, which was crazy in and of itself, because he kind of buried Manny real badly, and then Manny came back. He adapted, he learned from his mistakes, and he really went in on Todoroki. I just want to talk about how amazing Rakudo was this whole tournament. I remember at the beginning of the event, he was not in the right frame of mind, and I'm just sitting there trying to talk him out of it, telling him everything's going to be alright, you'll be fine. I think everybody else was getting in on that, telling him he'll be alright. He was getting so much support, and I think it really rubbed off on him, and he really just, all the problems he had, he wasn't feeling good on Friday night, he had back pains on Saturday, and then he just felt, I guess, 100% refreshed Sunday morning when he was in top 8, and he just ran the gauntlet, and he sealed the deal. He finally conquered Quiggles, which was one of his longtime nemesis in regards to the tournament, because he just, for whatever reason, couldn't beat the kid, and he finally did. He conquered his demon, and he won the biggest and probably the most celebrated NEC Dead or Alive tournament ever, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be going down in the history books of the DOA community for a long time. So, and it was just such a memorable event, and I'm definitely going to look back on this many times and look forward to the future, because there is so much potential now. I had several of my friends from South Jersey, some from the Philadelphia and Delco area, who are now interested because they watched Top 8, and because of the fact that Top 8 was actually so many different people than the usual suspects that we've seen for the past couple of years, it got them interested, especially, with the help of someone like Manny and Todoroki and Tani and Kalia showing off, all these characters that usually are not in the top 8. So I'm really looking forward to some more growth in the community. People really want to pick up this game now because of it. So I guess that's a good place to end it here. Give out some shout outs real quick. Again, talk about Biggie and his crew. Thank you for running such a memorable event. Katsu for doing a great job running pools. Tom Lee and the Team Ninja for supporting the community for these past few years, and hopefully for many more. To Manny, Todoroki, Excalibur Blades, Rakudo, Sora, B-Boy Dragon, Gil Hustle, Michael Emery, Amber, Hoodless. Holy crap, man. I'm trying to remember all these names off the top of my head. Mr. DJ McIntyre, sorry, dude. Other people I want to mention: Crazy Steady, Hoodless, Micah, Jace, Mojo, Gehackball. Ayako, Shaz, Lord Xavier, Nunchaku, Jaeger, Slybass, Sonic Fox and Quiggles, D-Bomb, Yin Crescent, Shade Swift Eye, Blackberry Chaos, well, I guess I'll have to stop there because, yeah, memory's not the greatest. I'm still tired. And this was a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to many more great weekends with the DOA community. See everybody at Winter Brawl, so take care.